Hello and welcome to Aquarius Tarot, my lovely Aquarius. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general love reading for Aquarius and Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. As this is a general reading, it won't resonate fully with every single Aquarian out there, but I do hope that you find it useful, that it does resonate for you, and at least you find it enjoyable. If you come across this reading, I would say there's something in the message for you today. This is also a timeless reading, so it's for whenever you come across it. If you're new to the channel, then huge welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. If you're a returning viewer, then again, huge thank you and for all your support to the channel. I really appreciate it. So, Aquarius, I'm going to start by getting a card from this deck to see what the general energy is for your reading, and then we'll get into a, well, it's come out already while I'm talking. We'll get into a spread for you and see lots of detailed questions as well. So, the cards that came out was the Six of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups together for your overall energy, and the bottom of the deck is the Sun. Aquarius, that is a beautiful energy to have a reading under. I mean, the Nine of Cups is a sense of, well, it can be optimistic, and with the Sun powering all of it, that's hugely positive. Definitely good times ahead by the looks of it. I do get a very sense of happiness and contentment coming from you as an individual, or this could be someone who's in your energy as well, but there's someone here who feels very contented just from themselves. It's not an energy of happiness coming from externally. It is someone who's just feels really good with everything going on in their life. Basically, I mean, the joy that's coming from the Sun and the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles is actually quite rare for a Six of Pentacles because it shows one person on their own. Usually it's a combination of a couple of people on a Six of Pentacles card, but this is both. I mean, the Nine of Cups also is that very solo happiness. It's someone who's very content as things are on their own, not necessarily because of anybody else. So it's just a really positive overall energy for you. So it's also feeling like you have enough to give to others, and you also are enjoying receiving reciprocally, equal effort from other people as well. But you feel very stable. Whoever's in this overall energy here feels very stable and content. So all right, let's get into the spread. And here I'm going to be asking specific questions about you and the person who is coming through in the reading, which is probably someone very strong in your energy at this time. Now, where I'm saying this is how you feel about them, this is how they feel about you. If it resonates for you the other way around, the whole reading could be flipped. Just flip it. It's absolutely fine. Even if you're a cross-watcher who's come here to find out about Aquarius, you could resonate as the Aquarius. So just take it as it resonates. That's fine. So, can I get the top 8 cards for my lovely Aquarius, please, for this love reading? All right. Okay. 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 Wow. Very exciting, Aquarius. This is just the first layer. I'm going to be getting 3 layers for you for the spread, and I've got 2 aces just to start off with. So let's see. The bottom of this deck we have the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, 3 of Swords, the Empress. Of course, the Sun is there as well with the 4 of Wands. Wow. Straight away, I have to say, it almost feels like I'm actually getting a kind of a sense of someone potentially in a commitment who is actually craving someone external to that commitment, I have to say. It's just strongly giving me that message, because this Hierophant in this particular deck that I've used for this first layer is actually, it's almost like in any other deck it would be a reverse Hierophant energy. It's actually, it's here it's represented by Dionysus, who's the Greek god of wine, I believe, if I'm not getting that wrong. But it's also just talking about kind of freedom and romping. I'm trying to think of a way to I should have thought of a way to describe this in a PC way before I started using this deck, but it's definitely not a kind of traditional chaste sense of a hierophant of like we've made vows, we've made bonds. It's actually a reversal of all of that. It's kind of a rebellion against rules and oaths that you might have taken. And behind that is the Three of Swords, which is represented by Eros, which is he's basically this forlorn, lovesick puppy here who's basically longing for someone or something that he can't have. So it's interesting because with this, I definitely get the sense there could be someone here who is potentially in a marriage or a long-term commitment, and they might not have done anything, but there's a sense of longing for someone external to the commitment. Okay. I feel like someone has been trying to keep this quiet, to keep this longing to themselves, basically. But there is this sense of inevitability that things will be moving forward, and at some point someone's going to have to be honest. It's almost like maybe someone was in a commitment and their committed partner was making plans for them, and they have been kind of going along with it and keeping quiet because, you know, when their committed partner was, you know, making these plans, well, they just thought, okay, yeah, I'll just agree. And it's almost like they've been carried forward into a place where they didn't actually plan to be, or that they weren't completely... It's like someone who was in a car not paying attention to the journey that car was taking. Maybe, you know, someone's distracted on their phone or something, and then they look up a couple of hours later, and then they're like, wait, where are we? Where have you driven us to? But they were a willing passenger. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Obviously that could be you, or could be someone who's coming through in the reading, Aquarius. So let me get the next layer. Can I get the top 8 cards again, please, for Aquarius? Oof. Wow, you have basically, I'll get to it, but you have the same card for each other as how you feel about each other. You each have the same card. Oh. Wow. Alright. At the bottom of this deck we have the King of Pentacles, Temperance, Justice, the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles. If there was someone in a commitment that you're aware that they were in a commitment, that won't be for all of you, but for some of you, if you're aware this person is actually already tied to someone, then I feel like they may have asked for your patience, or you felt like you've had to be very patient, waiting for them to potentially wrap up, finalize something, potentially a divorce, or finalize something that they were in some sort of contract with. Obviously, when we say divorcing someone divorces themselves from a situation, it doesn't have to literally be a divorce court. It could just be divorcing themselves from a person by wrapping up a tenancy agreement, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, but there's definitely this sense of someone has required your patience, or patience for this situation, because things had to be done in a certain way to be fair and balanced. And what was all the time, there was also someone's plans to move forward were, you know, also being hidden whilst they balanced out some other situation. Yeah, and I say that, and then at the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess at the other end. High Priestess, Two of Cups, the Magician. Interesting. By the looks of it, someone was quite aware of some sort of significant connection between you and them, Aquarius, is what I'm getting. They were aware that the two of you had some sort of soul bond, or were very much aligned. You two were very special to each other. There's something that you found between the two of you that is not your average kind of connection. But in terms of actually making that materialize, as much as someone was aware of that, and they're like, oh no, this person is special to me, I know it. But in terms of making that materialize, it was like, that's where things got stopped, because it certainly seems like there were concerns about financial security or someone's stability. If they were to try and make that happen, it would destabilize them. Now it looks like there is some change coming here that will actually represent some sort of victory, or a solution, or some sense of success, which allows something new to be built, maybe between the two of you. There could be like the groundwork being laid because of this, some sort of twist of fate that means that someone kind of sees past the roadblocks that they were, as far as they were concerned, were there. But there could be arguments brewing, or drama brewing. Even so, this is not going to be a completely smooth ride. Someone could have been causing trouble or might be causing trouble at someone's workplace. I don't know if the two of you work together. Interesting. Okay. Let me get the third layer, and then I will go through the spread for you, Aquarius. So, get the top 8 cards one more time, please, for Aquarius. Could be dealing with someone with Earth strongly in their chart, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You don't have to be. Oh, what's going on? The Strength card, it's just showed itself, which is Leo. Someone kind of needs some courage in this almost like crucial moment. They might feel like they are being backed into a corner in somehow, or kind of they've run out of time to maybe do something in the more considered, slow way. If they've been putting it off, it's almost like there might be a bit of, well, it's now or never, ultimatum kind of energy, or it's something's just coming to a head, and that their instinct might be to hide, to run and hide and not deal with this head on. So they might need a little bit of courage here. Okay. At the top 8 cards one more time, please, for Aquarius. Nine of Swords is on the spread twice that I can see. The Hermit is on the spread twice as well. Wow. Okay, at the bottom of this deck we have the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands. Wow. You could have had a falling out with this person already, Aquarius, potentially because of the involvement of third parties. I feel like potentially someone got more emotionally connected to a situation than was kind of part of the plan. It's kind of what I'm getting. Something that could have started out as relatively casual, or that was kind of the plan or the idea for things to be at a casual level. But the kind of trouble arose, I feel like, when feelings started to be established or grew. It could have been a friends with benefits situation. This person could have an open relationship kind of set up, which might be okay until I mean, as in, it might be okay for them and their partner, and that's the agreement, but it's not okay if feelings start to develop as well. It's almost like there might, this is bizarre, but there might be a situation where a couple have an agreement for an open relationship as long as it's only physical, but no emotionally outside of their connection, or apparently something like that. I don't know how realistic that is, but you know, each to their own. Because I see an element of someone may have been a little bit two-faced as well. They may have been telling someone one thing and somebody else something different about the same situation. Someone was really just kind of wanting to get what was best for them out of the situation from both sides. They were just more focused on themselves. You could have been dealing with someone who was potentially playing with your emotions, Aquarius, whilst also doing the same with other people. The other end of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles, which I'm sure is on the spread already. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords, Justice, Judgment. Wow. Okay, alright. Let's start going through the spread and we'll see what we've got. So, how you're feeling about this person, Aquarius. We've got Judgment, the Five of Swords, and the Hermit. There we go. Now, Judgment in this deck, where it's come out for you, is represented by Athena, who is a warrior energy, but she's also very fair and wise. And it's a sense that you feel. I mean, with that Five of Swords is an energy of kind of mind games, deception. It may be that you feel like you've already had to cast your own judgment about this person in this situation, because with the Hermit energy, that's Virgo, which could be in this person's chart as well, because it's here a couple of times. You may feel like it was down to you to see through what they were telling you, to read the subtext, if you like, of the situation, to go a bit deeper, and maybe you've done some reflecting on this, maybe you've been kind of thinking back about the interactions you've had with this person and kind of realizing the information that was missing, so that you may feel like they would tell you kind of half the story. And I feel like you have used your own discernment, to reveal the whole truth, because you don't feel like you're going to get the whole story from this person. Let's start clarifying. Tell me more about how Aquarius is feeling about this person. The Fool is funny, the way it fell out, it almost was going to fall upright, and then it kind of went like that. So, and then the Four of Cups. It's almost like you feel like you were ready to have a new beginning with this person. You were ready to risk it all and leap into something with them. You may feel very attracted to this person physically. There may have been strong sexual chemistry between the two of you, and you were ready to, you know, throw caution to the wind and embrace this new journey, even if it posed a bit of a risk or a bit of an unknown about it. But now it's almost like you're questioning now if this was something that you would even want in the for the long term, or if it's almost, well, how can I put this? It's like you're, I know the way I want to put this, but it's so childish. It's like you've lost, pardon me for being a child, but it's like you've lost your boner about this male or female boner. It's like you lost it. Sorry. I hope someone out there finds that funny, because I don't know why that just popped into my head. Yeah, you've God, God, I'm so embarrassed. I just made that joke. Yeah, so your initial excitement about this has just been completely, like, the bubble has burst. It's kind of what I'm getting of your interest. And you might even feel now like, well, I'm glad I didn't jump into that actually, because maybe this isn't what I wanted anyway. Oh yeah, I just sense a real sense of apathy from you about this person and this situation now. Tell me why judgment. Why does Aquarius feel a judgment about this? Justice, Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. As I said, you've had to use your discernment to find out the rest of the information because you felt like this person was giving you half the story. And then the Ace of Swords is that clarity, and it's the truth that kind of that was missing, that balances out the mystery. What was it? Tell me about this. You feel like you need to protect yourself from this person to a degree. Why the Nine of Cups with Justice? The World and Death. Oh. The World and Death. I mean, that would suggest that this is... So, in the journey of the Major Arcana, Judgment comes before the World, and so only by passing through Judgment do you move on to the World, and then that you actually get to level up. The last chapter, that cycle, if it's a repeating cycle, that kind of finally closes because you finally learnt the lesson, you passed Judgment, and now you can start a whole new cycle. So with the World and Death, it's almost like you had to give yourself, you've passed Judgment about this. You've given yourself potentially closure about this, because you feel like you're dealing with someone who's only going to give you half-truths and keep you searching for the answers. I feel like you've done that searching, but within yourself on your own. For some of you, you might also feel like this person is going to end up facing the repercussions of their actions in terms of Nine of Cups, like only going after fulfillment of desire and whatever makes them happy in the moment. It's almost like you feel like they need to... It's not right that they kind of don't face any repercussions for that kind of behavior. And it's almost like you want to shield yourself from this person because you feel like karma's going to eventually catch up with them. It's quite an interesting message. Why is the Five of Swords here finally, before I move on? Why is the Five of Swords here for how Aquarius feels about this person? I feel like you've spent quite a bit of time away from them, maybe in isolation as well, recently. Why the Five of Swords? You might feel like they haven't been honest with you about their career or the money that they earn or their kind of financial security. Why the Five of Swords? Magician in reverse with the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you, it's like you feel that they have potentially manipulated you by what they've told you. But yeah, behind the Emperor is the Two of Swords. So you may feel like if this was someone who was in some sort of commitment, you may feel like they told you what you wanted to hear. And that could have been that they were in the process or plans of leaving a committed partner. But with that Two of Swords, that's someone who has no intention of doing anything or making any sort of decision. And the Emperor is kind of like a husband or a father figure kind of thing as well. So it's like they kept like a carrot dangling over you of all this happiness and long-term joy, etc. that they could promise. But yeah, I feel like you have, with that Judgment energy from you as well, it's like you've you feel like you need to do better or be better about this situation, even if this person isn't going to. This situation isn't aligning with your core beliefs as well, and your core morals as well, as what I'm getting, Aquarius. So how they're feeling about you, we have the Two of Swords, Judgment, and the Nine of Swords. So you both have judgment about how you feel about each other. So there could have already been a moment of potentially where you drew a line with this person about this situation, or kind of said enough is, essentially enough is enough, that you weren't going to be part of this anymore, or that you weren't kind of going to enable being a third party potentially, or anything like that. Or even if they weren't in a commitment, that but they were still involving themselves with other third parties in a non-committed way, you weren't going to be part of that either. With that Two of Swords that they feel about you is, it's actually represented by the Greek god Nemesis. So as much as her name is a bit sinister, Two of Swords, this god, as far as I'm aware, is actually quite fair, but it's kind of an energy of you have to face what you've done and make decisions accordingly. And it's quite a good Two of Swords upright energy, funnily enough, in this deck. It's actually, if it would be in reverse, that it's like you've avoided making the decision that would be difficult, but it would mean that you were a better person. At least you could own up, be honest, and make some sort of decision. It's when, like a coward would avoid doing that then this kind of Nemesis in reverse kind of energy would be a very like, now you have to face some severe, let's just say karma, because I can't think of another word, but you know what I mean, like the repercussions of that. So this person may feel like they have essentially like an ultimatum kind of energy of, now is the time where you have to make a choice, especially with Judgment here again. But they are, and it may be that you said it's either we're doing this or we're not, and I'm not waiting anymore, or I'm not being a part of this anymore, etc. Because they definitely feel this sense of, this is the moment, the trumpets are sounding, this is the time you need to make a decision. But they are, as I said, I think when I was shuffling this deck, the third deck, they feel potentially backed into a corner and very stressed and defensive, knowing that they do need to make a decision, but at the same time, it's almost like they have left something too long, or they've, been a passenger in their life for too long, and now it's suddenly got to the destination, if you like, and they're like, hold on a minute, what am I doing? What am I doing here? But also, is it too late for me to get out of the car and, etc. I'm not going to strain that metaphor any further. But yeah, they are very stressed, and knowing that it's either a now or never, or that potentially you have already made the call to cut this off. I don't know, I feel like you it's more from you a kind of energy of, I know this person isn't giving me the full story, so I feel like it's been a decision after a lot of reflection on your side to say it's either now or never kind of thing. I think that's where we're at. Or that was the case, and now you've had like a time of separation from this person. But yeah, they are very stressed about this. Tell me. Yeah, Strength has come out with the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So essentially they need the courage to deal with this, to not run and hide. If there is something where they need to walk away from either a situation or a way of living, or a behavioural pattern, they need to, well, I just split the deck and the Hierophant is with the Eight of Cups. So, it's probably, they need to once and for all walk away from, the Hierophant in this deck is kind of like a, how can I put it? But it's not a club, that's not the right word, but it would be like, it could be very like social kind of influence. For example, it would be it's almost what I just got is that they might have to. There could be people influencing this person's life where it's kind of they kind of go along with what that social circle or their, you know, this friends or family or whatever, what they do, what they want, what they tell this person that they should be doing, kind of thing. It feels like there's a heavy influence of the people around them, and to actually make a decision to go in their own direction would also potentially shun that group. So they wouldn't just be losing, or not losing, but walking away from one person or a commitment or something, but it's more like walking away from it. Just, I'm just getting like a friendship group. It's like, well, if you choose to do that, then don't consider us your friends anymore. It's kind of what I'm getting, which is a bit odd, but it's very high school. Tell me more about how this person is feeling about Aquarius. Thank you. Queen of Wands. Why the Queen of Wands? They may feel like you have regained some self-confidence, or that you are coming from like a place of you're quite strong and commanding at this time. You may have like recollected yourself if you were ever in a state of kind of going along with a scenario where it was, you didn't really know your own worth, would be to, like, it may have been an unintentional message that you were kind of communicating by going along with a situation which wasn't, that you had essentially kind of been settling for. But if that's the case, they feel like now you are far more commanding of respect, because you have more self-respect for yourself as well now. Well, that's what you're showing. They're also very attracted to you. Anything else? Wow. Ace of Swords has fallen out. Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Why? Why the Ace of Swords? Page of Swords with the Sun. Wow. The Sun again. The Sun's at the bottom of the deck. That is, wow. Well, they feel that's like them looking at you and seeing you in this Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups energy, seeing you doing very well and potentially being happy without them. So what's the Ace of Swords? What has, or it could be that they're thinking about how they would feel very happy by being with you. But what's the Ace of Swords? What's the clarity then that this person has got? Six of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is back at the bottom of the deck. Could be that they've had could be that some sort of clarity that they miss you from just having to be on the sidelines, kind of watching you. Four of Pentacles has come out in reverse. That's kind of holding back, holding on to not very much, but still holding back and holding on to that. And the Three of Pentacles has come up upright. Excuse me. So just tell me, why is the Nine of Swords here and why are they so stressed? So clear, it's like they actually have the answer. They know what they need to do with that Ace of Swords. They know that they need the courage to do it, but they know what they need to do. They want to stop holding back. They want to collaborate with you. But why is the Nine of Swords here and what's the stress? Why do they feel so stressed about this? Six of Swords has come out in reverse. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And Temperance. So they may feel like it's too soon for them to be moving on to something new. Why? Or they feel like it's kind of a sense of it's not, you know, they would be saying like, I'm not ready for this yet. Why? Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again. Why? Wheel of Fortune with the Five of Swords. Why? Judgement! Oh my god, it's all over this reading. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. There you go. These have come out together. Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Hermit, and Justice. Okay. So essentially they feel like they're very clear that they want to choose you, Aquarius, is what it's giving me. However, they're not ready to move on to having a new beginning yet. They want more time. They feel like it's not the time yet because I feel like there's still... I feel like they fear, again, the repercussions of actually standing strong and saying, this is what I want, this is who I want. If they have recently ended something with somebody else, with the Queen of Swords, then they might still be wrapping things up in that sense. It might still be, you know, dotting the I's, crossing the T's of that ending, or finalising any last bits. But it may just be that some sort of ending has still taken quite a bit of a toll on them and they need some time to rest after that ending. But it's also, I'm getting a sense of they're really worried what other people are going to think, because it's almost like they feel like they need to give a fair amount of time, for an amount of time to have passed from the end of one relationship before they start another one, basically. I feel like they're worried. So the Two of Swords can also kind of talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So that has come up a couple of times. So it's almost like they feel like they're aware that they might in the process be actually losing you because you're kind of like, it's now or never. But at the same time, they feel like if they were to do it now, then they're also going to be looked at and people are going to be watching them happy in a new situation. And it's going to be, it might even tell people, wait a minute, was this person involved before they finished their relationship? Because otherwise, how would they have started something so quickly straight after the ending of it? You know what I mean? So what happened in the past between you and this person, Aquarius? We have the Hermit, again, a Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, there was a retreat is kind of what I'm getting, because, and like someone hiding away. I feel like someone doing a bit of avoidance of the need for change in their life as well. Someone felt like it wasn't the time for change or for action. It was a time instead for recuperation, like maybe even preparation. Someone felt, or maybe both of you felt it was wise, or it was that they were being clever by not taking action previously and sort of waiting for the right time. It was almost like they had planned out the timeline of how everything was going to go, and they were very sure that there was a precise moment where they like projected that was the moment to strike. Maybe they were also focused more on their finances or even saving money, so that if their stability was knocked in the future, that they would have a safe like cushion for like backup. But definitely a sense of this isn't the right time. Need to also, with that Ten of Pentacles, kind of like stick it out in the stability that I currently have. Anything else you can tell me about what happened in the past? Hanged Man. Yeah. Hanged Man, Page of Wands with the Three of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. That is kind of giving me that someone felt that they couldn't wrap something else up before because there was like a golden opportunity to, I don't know, make make their situation more stable. What is that? It was kind of like someone was, for example, planning to leave one situation and start another, or, you know, at least leave one situation. Then just as they were about to, it could have even been who they were already with, or whatever, they know they need to walk away from, may have come up with some sort of idea for, you know, let's work on this. This is kind of what I was getting right near the start when I was talking about that they were with someone who was kind of like making plans and they just kind of went along with it. And that, if you look at this Hanged Man card as well, it's like this person looking up at the person in the tree. And I almost get a sense this could have been you, Aquarius, male or female, doesn't matter, kind of just being like, are you coming down now? And they, just as they're about to, they're like, oh, actually I'm going to be up here for a bit longer. Could have been a sense that they had some sort of, it could have been guilt, it could have been a sense of they felt tied responsibly to the situation they were already in. Maybe they wanted to kind of soften the blow of them leaving, I'm getting, by kind of helping the person that they were already with. Five of Pentacles has just flown out, and then the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. But the Five of Pentacles kind of came out sideways, so it's like, I get the sense that either they were doing it for themselves, or they were doing it for the person that they were already in some sort of commitment or contract with, to, out of guilt for what was going to happen. But either way, yeah, there was like a further delays because of where they were. Suddenly, you know, it's like, oh, maybe they just kept trying to work on it with this person, Aquarius, and this person just kept being a passenger and kept, you know, oh, well, this is happening now, I can't leave them now. We've just decided to paint the kitchen, so I couldn't possibly leave. So what is this person's current situation is the Page of Wands, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands is quite contradictory because one talks about communication and the other one talks about silence, and not really speaking what is on your mind. I'm just going to get some clarification whilst I talk. So I just kind of get the sense that this one, potentially this person is keeping quiet about how they feel about you or about their current situation. This is also the Eros energy I showed you at the start of kind of like a lovesick puppy dog, as I said. But keeping quiet could be that they're putting, as far as anyone else is concerned, they're pretty happy, they're lighthearted. Tell me more about this person's current situation, please. Then certainly, before I turn this over, they're certainly not sharing with people everything they're feeling. It's like they're only sharing a tiny amount. The Wheel of Fortune, and then the Novice of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, which could be the Page of Wands again. They're waiting for, okay. It could be that they're waiting to speak. They're waiting to send some sort of message of like a flirty message, a message that shows their interest. Tell me about this. Why the Page of Wands? Oh, that's way too many, but okay, let's have a look. Ace of Swords came out with the Eight of Swords behind it. We've got the Two of Cups. This is like someone who... Okay. And then we've got the Ten of Swords with the Elemental of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Why the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Swords before I say anything? Yeah. See, with that Ten of Swords... if they ending something with somebody else, if I can get my words out, then the other person is far more upset about it than they are. Why the Ace of Swords with the Eight of Swords? Four of Pentacles has come out with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Why? It's like this person is sacrificing speaking the truth because it helps out other people. The Hermit again and the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, yeah. They are choosing to essentially hide away. I said Eros with the Three of Swords just a moment ago before that came out. They're choosing to hide away, probably throw themselves into their work. And not communicate exactly the kind of unhappiness or pain that they're feeling. It could be also because they feel like they don't want to communicate how they're feeling about you, Aquarius, because they feel like they would hurt somebody else or they would hurt a group of people by... It's like they feel like they're going to be betraying several people by making this choice. So they are going to suffer in silence, basically. I definitely get the sense they might be staying with someone because they are financially supporting that person. And the idea of them kind of just putting some sort of brutal ending, you know, or maybe the ending has already happened, but they're trying to do it in as nice a way as they possibly can. And to be kind of, they might feel like it would be too brutal for them to be like, okay, it's over and see ya, I'm off to my new amazing new beginning. Take care. They feel a sense of responsibility, essentially, so they're keeping quiet about their feelings. So what does this person wish would happen in the connection between you and them, Aquarius? We have got the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Fool. So, one sec. So basically, it's like this person feels like they've been living a double life, and it's caused them a huge amount of anxiety and stress. And what they would really wish would happen is that somehow they could just live authentically outwardly how they really feel inside, and also take a risk, take a leap of faith into something where they might get a bit burnt by circumstance or by other people or whatever. But it's like they wish they had the bravery, is kind of what I'm getting, to speak how they really feel. Let's see, anything else about what this person wishes would happen in the connection between them and Aquarius? The High Priestess, the Chariots at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess talks about kind of secrets, what we keep hidden. What's the High Priestess about? The Devil is at the bottom of the deck, which I can't show you. Six of Cups in reverse came out. This person might have something from their past which they can't shake. which may be like childhood wounding, inner child wounding. What's the Six of Cups in reverse? Oh, Five of Cups with the Ten of Wands. I feel like otherwise they just want to let go of someone from their past who they feel a sense of responsibility for, or like they need to be there for that person, but it is a burden and it's one that they feel attached to. They could choose to break themselves free from it. Why do they feel this sense of burden? Why the High Priestess though? Ace of Wands with the Nine of Cups. They know the new beginning. Oh, Nine of Cups, the Empress, Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, which is one of the cards here. This person just wishes they could live authentically, effectively, and that they could take risks, that they could go and choose the direction of their own life, effectively. It definitely feels like it's someone from their past or they've known for a long time that they feel responsible for or tied to, or they're responsible for that person's happiness or security or something. So what is the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward? We have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So this is a challenge to this Ace of Wands is to like forge a new beginning, something which will stand the test of time, something that is not made in haste. It's something that a lot of thought was put into, and the Six of Pentacles is that like equal, it's like partnership, but it's also both people putting in equal effort. But the Seven of Swords is, I don't know if this person feels like they can, that they are ever completely open and honest with anybody. I don't normally say that, but it just kind of get the sense that this person lives by a rule of like only telling people half the story, telling everybody a different bit of the story. And only they know everything, but they don't treat... I'm getting as someone who doesn't treat like their partner as a complete equal teammate. I don't mean they feel like the other person is less than them or anything like that, but it's like they feel this need to like shoulder... only let the other person in so far, or be on board with them to a degree, but they never give the other person the whole story. And I feel like it's because they lack the faith that they can give someone else the whole story and that they'll still be wanted and reciprocated with. I hope that makes sense. Tell me more. What is the block or the challenge to this connection for Aquarius and this person moving forward? The Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, bearing in mind that's one of the cards out of the three. So something needs to be completely let go of. Because that also tells me that this person is essentially spreading themselves thin by maybe always feeling like they have to be on call for people from their past. They almost need to cut the cords from people who are no longer aligned with them. It would be like, for example, if this person left their hometown in search of, expanding their mind, their ideas about life, to grow as a person, but then there were people from their past who didn't do that, who were constantly kind of requiring their help because they didn't do anything to... I'm not saying you have to leave your hometown to grow as a person, by the way, I'm just using this as an example, but I personally, my hometown in the UK, you definitely had to leave, but that's not always the case. But it's like they are Yeah. What's the Ten of Wands, before I keep talking, digging myself a bigger hole? What's the Ten of Wands? Queen of... Oh, why did I bring 2 out? Queen of Swords, and behind it is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this person still has an ex who is an ex, and it's over. But for some reason, this person feels like they still have to, like, they still owe this person something. Now, I don't know if they owe them money. But this Queen of Swords is not, there's no fond memories or fond feelings with this person left, but there's still a sense of responsibility towards them. And that needs to be, and also it's like, they have to hide how they feel, because what, the Queen of Swords decides whether this person gets into a new relationship or not? No. I mean, it shouldn't be the case, but it feels like this person would have to sneak around to have a new beginning because of this previous person who's still holding on to them, or they feel responsible, or that they should let that person hold on to them. And that's not going to allow a real new beginning where it's an equal partnership, if they're still having to give to something else that they feel guilt for. The action that this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Aquarius, we have the Emperor, the 4 of Wands, and the High Priestess. So, we've got Aries energy there with the Emperor. I mean, the Emperor and the 4 of Wands, that is... again, the 4 of Wands can talk about marriage, talk about our home, long term. And the Emperor is I think we saw him already. I said the... what deck do I want? The husband or father kind of the tarot. This is someone who takes charge and is the boss. Especially in this deck, he's represented by Zeus. So yeah, he's the boss. 4 of Wands, house, a home, marriage. The High Priestess is also... I mean, this is a High Priestess which is like knowing and listening to your heart and your gut, and being guided not by what you're seeing in the 3D world, but by spiritually, like what you know is right, trusting your intuition and going with it. I say that, and the deck kind of splits. The Ace of Swords wants to fall out. Ace of Swords and Magician. So again, this person is very clear about what they want to make a reality. So tell me, what does that mean in terms of action? It's looking good. I mean, the Emperor doesn't piss about. The Emperor does take charge of their own life, for sure. They make the rules. So what does that mean in terms of an action towards Aquarius? The Chariot. Wow. And the 6 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. With the 6 of Wands is like a minor arcana version of the Chariot. They both talk about victory and success. And the Emperor drives the Chariot. Wow. What does that mean in terms of... I mean, we've got the 4 of Wands here. With the 6 of Wands, that does add up to the 10 of Wands. So that could really be just once and for all shrugging off this sense of... like that this person has been carrying around a burden which has made them feel trapped for maybe a very long time. Tell me more about the action. Why the Chariot? The Hierophant and the Hermit again. Taurus, Virgo, definitely could be dealing with an earth sign, don't have to be. The Chariot, I mean, this Hierophant is looking very clearly at the future as well. This is kind of giving me... And the Hermit is... I mean, it's all over this spread, but effectively this is someone who has found, as I said, the answer spiritually. I was literally talking about that High Priestess card, and how it's not about looking out into the 3D world for answers, but finding the answer within. And then we get this guy who's literally doing that. So it's all a lot of major arcana as well. I feel like this person might be choosing their own traditions to live by, rather than like their own rules to live by. What is this? Anything else? What does that mean for them in Aquarius? Ooh. The devil's come out. Why is the devil here? What's going on with the devil? Oh. Okay, wow. Just tell me why the devil is here. What's going on with the devil before I say anything? Is the devil still, like, making the rules then? Ten of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Swords? Sorry, won't be a sec. I just don't want to... The only thing is, the Ace of Cups came out in reverse. And then the Seven of Pentacles came out with the World. And in this deck, the Seven of Pentacles is someone who is reflecting on the fact that an investment has not paid off, or something that they were waiting to grow, to bear fruit, is not going to bear fruit. It's been planted in a barren wasteland, so it's not going to grow fruit, unfortunately. And then the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is looking at something differently. But then we have the Ace of Swords, the Truth. Princess of Swords with the Six of Swords. So the truth here is setting someone free to go forward. But I have to say, I don't know if it's with this person, Aquarius, because the devil being here in the upright, and just seeing what I can show you in this devil card. Let me just cover up these guys at the bottom. There's the devil in the upright, which is this kind of sense of being very much tied and bound. And then what came out with it was the Ten of Pentacles, that money, security, a home. The moon came out on top of the devil, which is talking about fear, and then the Fool under the moon. So again, this person has a serious fear about heading off in a new direction. And the fact that the Two of Swords came out, the clarity might unfortunately be that this person is going to live a life of denial and continue to remain attached to something which it's like they have Stockholm syndrome or something. Like they have come to love their own imprisonment. Ah, dear. Okay. I mean, to be honest, what the overall energy is giving me is that you're doing really good, and you may have come to your own conclusions about this person. You may have already come to this conclusion about this person. So let's see. Finally, normally what I would say here is what's going to be happening between you and the person coming through in this spread in the next few weeks, Aquarius. But I'm not sure. I think this could be something else, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. And when I saw that, the pages can often talk about the beginnings of something, and the Page of Cups can also talk about the first start of a romantic relationship. It's like the first time, you know, it's not like you meet someone who becomes a friend. That would be maybe more like Page of Pentacles, Prince of Pentacles, whatever. It would be more like the first time you bump into someone new and you have that kind of like sparky connection, or there's a little bit of flirting for the first time, or, you know, someone asks for your number or something like this. So this does feel very fresh. But let's see. Use this one. What else can you tell me about this? What's going to be happening going forward? I should just say that. What's going to be happening going forward? Not you and the person in the spread. Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups, Page of Cups. Tell me about this. Who is this? Ace of Wands with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay. The Empress came out in reverse with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Why is the Empress in reverse? The Lovers. Alright. Who is this King of Cups? Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh, there's gonna be a fight. Okay. Wow, someone's gonna be pissed off. It's not you. I'm just trying to work out if it's your previous person that's been in the spread so far, or if it's that person's Queen of Swords, basically. Because basically what came out, Five of Cups in reverse. Any sadness, sorrow, that still lingering feeling of, oh, I really wish it hadn't worked out like that, is going to be gone. This whole situation, your situation is about to change. There's going to be a new beginning for you with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands with death. This is like, you're going to be looking on the whole context of the situation completely differently. Now what else came out is Eight of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, something that someone's been working on for a very long time to be able to move forward with. And then the Page of Swords with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. This is kind of giving me someone watching the fact that someone they thought they had thrown out, for example. What are they doing over there? Collaborating with Aquarius. That wasn't the part of the plan. It's like if this person got thrown out of, for example, of their home with their committed partner, or for example, if that's still the scenario, and that, you know, the person who threw them out is like, huh, they're going to be sleeping on someone's sofa, they're going to be in so much misery now. No, they're going and collaborating with Aquarius, and it's going really well. But Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck as a result. This basically going to, I think I said this right at the beginning, that there might be some drama attached to there actually being a turn of events, which basically means success for the two of you, but other people aren't going to be happy about it, essentially. So there will be a need for some to stay calm, to not get ruffled by the potentially a drama in your surroundings. Now, either it's that, and it is this person in the spread who, what they could have realised is that they were trying to cultivate something in a barren land where they were. It was just a toxic attachment that, and they didn't have control over their own life. So it could be that they're realising that once and for all, and as a result, they don't want to live like that, and they make changes as a result. Or this is someone, and you know, with the Empress in reverse, that could either be that they finally make the decision to walk away from someone else, or I'm also getting that this is you, Aquarius, that you no longer approach them as in an Empress energy of kind of giving and nurturing and enabling them, and you walk away from them and have a new beginning elsewhere, and they are the ones watching you flourishing, and they're angry about it. Let me just use one more deck. Who is this King of Cups? This new beginning for Aquarius. Who is this King of Cups? Eight of Wands with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is already there as well. So communication is incoming. This Eight of Wands card shows like, it's quite surreal, but basically it's like the communication is represented by this giant human who's like, it's so impactful that all the clouds like spread and all the trees are like bent backwards by this communication arriving. So, but who is the King of Cups here for this new beginning for Aquarius? Is this someone brand new? Oh, interesting. We've got Nine of Cups and the Sun. Again, but bearing in mind that's your overall energy. Nine of Cups and the Sun. I mean, it's going to make you very happy, whoever this is, but it's also, I feel like it's a product or it's a result of you being happy on your own and not like taking part in, you know, when you decided to kind of call judgment on this situation with this person in the spread, Aquarius, and you got to a point where you were happy and thriving on your own. This has now changed everything. This has been a huge factor of who's coming towards you now with this new beginning. Someone's going to be jealous one way or another, basically. Who is this new start? Can you tell me anything else about who it is so I can tell Aquarius? Oh, the Emperor came out with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles with a star and the Hierophant. All right, who is this Emperor? Something serious. I mean, to be fair, this person in the spread, the action they're going to take towards you next is the Emperor. Who is this Emperor? The King of Swords. Could be dealing with someone with air and water in their chart. If there's a new person, they could have air and water in their chart. That's Six of Wands, Ace of Wands. I mean, this is going to represent... this is going to feel great. This new beginning is going to feel great, and also kind of like maybe a reward after quite a lot of bullshit. I just feel like it might just be that it causes drama with the previous person who is just a passenger in their life. It might be that is what is almost like a wake-up call for them as well, is that they realise that the Ace of Cups is in reverse because you're about to, like, someone else has spotted you thriving, which obviously they would. Who is this Emperor? Any other way that Aquarius will know? Five of Swords is in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Wow. You might have a choice between this new person and your previous person who was in the spread here, but it's going to feel this, or it's the fact that this person who's been coming through in the spread is actually choosing you, because, but either way, it's like, it's no, yeah, Five of Swords upright is bullshit, is, as I like to say, and it's nonsense, and it's mind games, and it's strategy, and it's, you know, it's withholding, feeling like that's a victory, etc. And this is just going to feel like, no, none of that. This is maybe quite clear. This could be someone who's very honest, also about how they feel. Anything else about who this Emperor is? I feel like it might be somebody new, Aquarius. I think it's going to drive the previous person that's reading batty, and I think that it could even be the drama. It could be that they are watching you thinking, oh, well, Aquarius is out there on their own kind of thing, and no, you're starting to build with somebody else, because essentially we have the Nine of Swords that came out with the Three of Pentacles. Look at that. This is your previous person, I think, who's going to be head in their hands, like, how do I get Aquarius to now try and continue collaborating with me? Whereas we've got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Again, just what I said from the very start, is a very solo, content energy and doing your own thing very well. And then the Three of Cups, like often a new adventure with a new person, a new friendship group as well, as a result of meeting someone new. So yeah, That's what I've got for you this time, Aquarius. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was useful for someone out there. Thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button for me. It just means the world to me, the video, the channel, everything. It's just a small action, but it really means the world. And if you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you. Hit the notification bell. If you do subscribe, then you'll know whenever I put a video up. Don't worry, I'm not going to spam you when it comes to that. I do upload quite sporadically, so I recommend it. And if it resonated, leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much. Wish you all my best. Bye.